So, it's been a little while since Black Armory has released, and I haven't gone up to the light level that I want to. The raid is out, and I haven't been able to do it yet, because it's a 640 light. But I still want to talk about this, because there's a lot of content here, and I think a lot of people want to know if it's worth it. So, welcome to my Black Armory review. Alright, well, let's cut right to the chase here. This is an expansion that's for people who are die-hard Destiny fans. If you're a casual player, there's not going to be a lot of content here for you because you need to be in high light levels to even play most of it. In fact, I would recommend before you even start the first forge to reach 650 in light. By the way, the old light cap was 600. The soft cap hasn't been raised as of yet, and there's not a whole lot of other activities that are new that will be under 600 light. So unless you're a hardcore player, I really can't recommend buying this, and assuming that all the other expansions in this annual pass are going to be the same, I can't recommend them either. So I feel like the casual player that just comes on once in a while to play a strike here, maybe raid once in a while or play Crucible, it's hard for me to recommend this expansion for you. But if you're a die-hard Destiny fan, if you have reached max light, if you're tired of the old content, well, for 35 bucks, this being a third of the content that you get, it might actually be worth it. There's actually some really cool weapons in here to find, and the forges are actually quite fun, although they do get a little bit repetitive, and you can feel that there's a bit of a grind here. As of this point, I've only completed the first forge, the Volunteer Forge, and I've only gotten 2 weapons, the Hammerhead and the Shotgun, which I forget what it's called, but they're actually both really good weapons. It's not like these are just filler fluff weapons. Bungie has actually crafted some really solid performers, weapons that are actually viable in a lot of situations in the game, which is kind of what I was hoping for. They also look really cool too. They give me that Siva vibe from the first Destiny with the black and red, and although they are technically animated skins, well, it's really just sort of like this wavy line effect. It's very subtle, but it looks really cool. I'm not hating on it. It actually looks quite good. Other than that, there is a new raid, which, as I said in the introduction, I haven't been able to play yet. But from what I've seen, what I've heard, videos that I've watched, it's relatively short. This is a raid that was completed. The world's first team completed this in about an hour. So I'm assuming that it can be shaved down to about half an hour, maybe even less with an experienced team. This is definitely more of a raid layer than an actual raid, but I'm very happy that they put us in a new location in the last city this time. And in my opinion, it's actually kind of the right sized raid for this expansion. This isn't a full-blown huge $30 to $40 expansion, and also this raid is probably going to be more accessible. One of the things that's kind of turned me away from raiding in the past is the fact that it's quite time consuming. I'm a college student, who's also a student athlete. I don't always have a lot of time to sit down and raid except for maybe the weekends. Well, with this case, it's going to be pretty easy to find a team once you're up to the correct light level. It's going to be pretty easy to find a team and complete this fairly quickly. So I'm kind of happy. It's kind of a Crota's End slash raid layer. The thing that was disappointing about the raid layers though is that they're all within the Leviathan, while this is in a brand new location with a brand new boss to fight. So I guess that kind of sums up this whole video. I mean, Black Armory is a very small expansion. It's a little disappointing, actually. I was kind of hoping for some story missions, maybe some new Crucible maps, but it's mostly just focused around the weapons, which I guess could have been guessed at if you would have looked at the title of this, Black Armory. But there's only one cutscene so far, and it was actually kind of cringy. The main mascot, I guess you could say, she's a new character. I honestly don't really like her. I think her design is really cool. She looks really cool. Her voice actor does a fine job, but she starts off being really hostile to you. She says, "There are no guardians welcome here." But then you show her your little business card, and then she's like, "Oh, okay, I'll open up my shop." It's kind of weird. It's kind of awkward. She's not the greatest character. Fortunately, we will have 2 characters that are a little bit more recognizable in the next 2 expansions. The Drifter, as well as the Sweeper Bot, are the next 2 mascot characters. So, this is the only mascot character that's going to be new, I guess, in the annual pass. So there's that. Honestly though, if you are below I'm going to say a 570 light, maybe even higher than that, depending on how much time you have to grind your way up, there's a lot of content left for you to experience in Destiny 2, especially with Forsaken. If you have Forsaken, that's a great expansion. It's a great DLC pack. And you'll still have access to the holiday events. You'll still have access, presumably, to the free updates. If you are a 600 light, you honestly probably have purchased this annual pass already, because you're running out of things to do with Destiny. Either that or you're burnt out. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this. It's basically, honestly, I feel like this should have been a free update. It's kind of disappointing that we have to pay for things like this. I really hope that Bungie kind of ups their game and ups their content in Joker's Wild and Penumbrum. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Did you pick up the annual pass? Have you experienced Black Armory? Have you reached the light level required to complete these new forges? Have you done the raid yet? Let me know in the comments below. Also, leave a like if you like this video and subscribe for more. Until next time, this is Juniper, signing out.